Today I'm going to be reviewing the HP OfficeJet Pro 8740 all-in-one wireless printer. The 8740 is a pretty sophisticated color inkjet printer that competes head-on with several popular color laser printers. It's ideally designed for business use and is supposed to be more cost-effective than a color laser. The unit I'm testing today has been loaned to me by HP for this review, so let's dive in and take a closer look at this printer. The HP 8740 has a pretty imposing footprint measuring in at 20 inches in width by 21 inches in depth by about 16 inches in height. Now this isn't unusual for a printer of its capabilities and is very similar to color all-in-one laser printers with similar capabilities. It is, however, a bit on the heavier side, weighing in at a little over 40 pounds or 18 kilograms. Now weight isn't really such an issue for a piece of office equipment like this one, since most people will just leave it on a desk or stand somewhere and it might never get moved again during its lifetime. Just make sure you have a solid desk or printer stand to hold the 8740. I'll leave links to some sturdy printer stands that will hold this printer in the description below. The device has a pretty sleek industrial design with a mostly white body with gray plastic panels near the control console. The 8740 has a flatbed scanner on top with a capacity to scan pages up to 8.5 inches by 14 inches in size, or what is commonly called the legal size in the US. Right above the flatbed scanner is an automatic document feeder with a maximum capacity of 50 pages. This is great for making copies or for scanning several pages at a time. More about this in a minute. The printer is controlled through the 4.3-inch color touchscreen on the front and through the touch-sensitive buttons on both sides of the screen. And as with more recent HP printers, the touchscreen is extremely responsive and the menus are all very intuitive. If you've used a smartphone, you'll feel right at home. In terms of connecting it to a computer, you can either connect it wirelessly, and I've uploaded an entire wireless setup video on how to connect it wirelessly to PCs, Macs, and your phone. Feel free to check out that video. In case you'd like to hardwire it, you can connect it to a computer using either a USB cable directly or using an Ethernet cable as a network printer. And since the printer also has a fax built in, you'll find telephone jacks for the fax line and the extension line in the back. The setup process was actually pretty simple, and once you have it set up wirelessly, you can print from any computer or mobile device that's connected to your Wi-Fi network. In addition to being able to print directly from devices, you can also plug a USB stick into a port on the front and print documents and pictures directly from the touchscreen interface. And in terms of print sizes, it can print regular A4 and letter sizes and can even print pages as large as the legal size, or 8.5 inches by 14 inches in size. And plain paper is fed from two separate paper trays which can each hold up to 250 sheets. Now tray 1 will also let you print envelopes and 4x6 photos, and being able to print envelopes is great for the office setting. The print speed is actually pretty impressive. Pages print much faster than household inkjet printers, and I'd even say the printer's almost as fast as color laser printers. Text documents print very crisply and the quality is much better than your average inkjet. I wouldn't say it's laser quality, but it's definitely pretty close. Color prints like this print on matte photo paper were pretty impressive too. Colors were accurately reproduced and the images were surprisingly sharp. Again, it's not as good as an average color laser, but quite close. I'd definitely say the quality is good enough for office use. The 8740 also has a built-in color copier, which can make copies of regular documents up to 8.5 inches by 14 inches in size, and even ID cards. A pretty useful feature for offices. Copies can be made using either the flatbed scanner or the document feeder. You can copy up to 50 pages at a time using the document feeder, and you can make up to 99 copies at a time. All the options in the copier menu are pretty simple to use, and making color and black and white copies is really simple. A feature that I really loved was the one-step two-sided copying. With this feature, you can make copies of two-sided documents in one step. Pop the document into the feeder, select the 2 to 2 side option and hit copy, and the printer scans both sides at the same time and prints out a two-sided copy. And the photocopy quality is actually pretty impressive, as you can see here. When it comes to scanning documents, you can scan documents using both the flatbed and the document feeder, and you can scan to a computer, USB drive, email address, or even a folder on your office network. And as with making copies, you can also scan two-sided documents in one simple step. The whole interface is pretty easy to use and is full of useful features. Now, if you do plan to scan documents to a computer, I recommend installing HP's scan software on either the Mac or PC. You can also scan a document onto your phone or tablet using HP's all-in-one remote app. I'm not exactly sure who uses a fax machine these days, but in case your office needs one, the 8740 comes equipped with a pretty sophisticated fax. A very useful feature to have just in case you ever need to send a fax. The 8740 uses 4 952 series cartridges, and you can also install the 952 XL versions of the cartridges, so you have to change out cartridges less often. The cartridges are pretty simple to change out, and they're easy to access behind a gray panel on the front. And since paper jams are a pretty serious issue for offices, HP's designed several quick access points to clear paper jams all around the printer. So should you get this printer? That depends on what kind of office you have. If you have a small or mid-size office that doesn't print large volumes of documents and you're just not ready to invest in a multi-function color laser, the 8740 will work perfectly. However, if you have a larger office or an office that prints a lot of documents daily, then I'd recommend investing in a multi-function color laser like the HP MFP M477. For large volume printing, a printer like that will turn out to be much cheaper and will also last a whole lot longer. I'll leave a link to both these printers below. Hope this video was useful. If it was, please hit that like button and subscribe for more reviews and how-to videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.